Hello Devices 2, this is Professor Late. This video is about Lab 2, Part 2, and it discusses the dark detector. This is the circuit that we're going to be building for the dark detector. I already have all the parts, so let's start building. The first thing we're going to do is bring our power, our positive DC of 9 volts, into our top bus. Next, we'll bring our ground into our bottom bus. Next, we'll connect up our resistor 1, which is a 100 kilo ohm resistor. That's going to come out from our power bus. And we're going to connect that resistor 1 into the 555 timer, pin 4. We're also going to connect from our power bus into pin 8 of the 555 timer. Next, we're going to plug in our light dependent resistor, or our LDR, also known as a photocell. We're going to connect that between the 100K ohm resistor, where it goes into pin 4 of the 555 timer, and then we're going to connect the other leg to ground. Next, we're going to connect our speaker. It's going to go from ground out to the breadboard. We're going to connect from our speaker through a 100 ohm resistor, resistor number 3, into pin 3 of the 555 timer. Next, we're going to connect between pin 3 of the 555 timer through our 1 mega ohm resistor, R2, into pin 2 of our 555 timer. Next, we're going to do a jump from pin 2 of our 555 timer into pin 6 of that same timer. Next, we're going to connect in our capacitor. It's going to run from our 1 mega ohm resistor, where it plugs into pin 2 of the 555 timer. And we're going to bring it around to pin 1 of the 555 timer. This capacitor is 1000 picofarads. Next, we're going to connect pin 1 of the 555 timer into ground. Next, we'll turn on the trainer now that the circuit is built. And we'll see that our photocell will determine that it's dark by emitting an alarm through the speaker. And that is our dark detector. For part 2 of this lab, all you have to do at home, since you're not going to be able to come in and build this circuit yourself, what you'll need to do is take a snip of this image to show that you've watched the video, and then place it at the bottom of part 2 of lab 2. I hope you're having a good time on quarantine. This has been Professor Late. Having fun with my dark detector.